We are back. I'm sitting here with Pineapple Express's Seth Rogen, and okay, the film, of course, deals with it's about a guy who enjoys smoking pot,
Yes.
his pot dealer,
Yes.
and the trouble that you guys get into. There's a part of the film where you make what's called a cross joint.
Yes.
I've never heard of a cross joint. We actually, I believe, have.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Tell us, is this something real? Is this something you guys made up?
I'm pleased to say that this is real.
Okay.
And that kids around the world can do this.
You said that like, order now.
Exactly. And if you call now, we'll give you 2 cross joints. No, it is when I was in high school. I guess the real goal was to smoke as much weed as humanly possible at one time. And we reached the point where one joint wasn't cutting that, and we had to intersect 2 joints, and we just heard about it. We heard legends, we heard kind of whispers of it, and we thought, you know, maybe we could try to do it. And through much trial and error, we eventually did it. And I actually rolled that joint that you see right there in the movie.
Very good. So now, I'm just curious, at that moment, I mean, there's certain moments in history when someone achieves something great. At that moment, when you actually thought of joining these 2 joints together and forming one cross joint, what did you feel like?
It was probably like kind of how like the Wright brothers felt when they flew an airplane for the first time, or like that Iwo Jima flag. I always think about that also. Like, it's one of those things that should have been, there should be like a commemorative plate issued for the moment. The U.S. Mint should release a stamp of it or something like that, of just me and Evan, like, huh? It was a beautiful moment, and I think you should all try it.
We'll edit that out. And replace it with someone else's voice saying, drink low-fat milk.
Exactly.
It won't fit at all. Drink low-fat milk. Your family, how's your family? You've been out promoting the movie, you're talking a lot about your use of marijuana as a youth. How do they feel about it?
They're pretty pissed off, actually. Yeah, my mother was talking to me this morning, and she wasn't happy. My grandmother's, who I was really, really worried about, and she finally saw the movie, and, you know, the cross joint specifically, because, you know, you got to know quite a bit about weed to do that. So, so she came up to me after, and she's like, you know, I'm unhappy with you, especially about that cross joint. And I was like, oh, man, here it comes. And she's like, why couldn't it have been a Star of David joint? And then I realized that's the sequel, buddy.
That packs a lot more in,
exactly.
Now, you live in California,
I do.
A state where one can legally obtain marijuana
Yeah,
if you pursue the proper avenues.
You can get a medical marijuana prescription, which I don't have, actually. And I want one, and I've actually been researching, you know, like the ailments that I need to fake in order to get one, basically.
Right.
And I'm having a hard time deciding which one to go with. I don't know, like anorexia is one of them, but I don't think that is really on the table. Arthritis, I think you would maybe in 2 years you'll have arthritis, but right now I'm not quite there yet. Nausea is one, which I experience every weekend on Sunday morning, and I think that could be my one. I don't know if nausea can do it.
Do you really need? How strict are they? We did a week of shows once in San Francisco, and I actually went to one of those clinics as a remote.
And you go.
And it seemed like the bar isn't that high if you want to obtain.
I think you could probably just say, like, I suffer from not being stoned right now. And that would be
Then they're like, stamp, here you go.
I'm a horrible case of being not high. And I do.
Yes.
So that I should go with, I think.
Now, let's talk about your other interests. I don't really know what they are. We've discussed your use of marijuana, which is maybe 80-90% of your time.
That's about 99%.
What else do you enjoy in life?
What do I do?
Creative outlets?
I got really into designing Reebok online. You could design sneakers online.
I've heard about that. You can sort of type in what you want.
Yeah, like, you know, in the back of the shoes it says Reebok normally, but if you go to Reebok online, you can make it say whatever you want it to say. And I obviously wanted to write something really dirty, you know, just so I could have that. But
I like how that's just, obviously, that is what one must do. Yeah.
And but they really try to censor it, and they do a very good job. So, like, I first tried to write, like, ass, and you can't do that. And then I tried to write, like, butthole. I thought, like, butthole, you got to be able to get butthole. And it didn't let me do butthole, but what it did let me do for some reason is bumhole. which almost is dirtier than butthole in a weird way. But then one of my friends tried bumhole. He wanted a pair of the bumholes, and they wouldn't let him do bumhole. So I'm the owner of the only bumhole Reeboks.
So what happened is someone at a central computer saw that got out
Exactly.
and then immediately stopped it.
They hit the button. And bumhole is on the list of stuff you can't put on. But I got a few other. I got a plop. Plop wasn't that good. Plop was kind of like, it was more.
So you don't wear those out.
I don't wear plop all. That's like an around the house shoe. But I got a.
This is the dumbest thing
I got an eat poop though. I got a pair of eat poops, and
this is good work.
exactly.
Good work.
This is what I do in my free time.